TV23 recently had the pleasure of catching up with District 3 Commissioner JoAnn Birrell about happenings in her district. Here's Robert Quigley with more.
Thank you, Tiffany. I'm on set now with Commissioner JoAnn Birrell. Commissioner, thanks for being with us on the program. Man, looking at the year wrapping up, a lot of things have happened over there in the district, and certainly your influence is far beyond just that portion of Cobb County. Let's talk a little bit about animal control and those adopt-a-thons you had.
Oh, they have been great. We've had record-breaking adopt-a-thons. We've had 2 this year, 2 last year, and we plan more for next year. They're great events. We have vendors that come out and showcase their products, and we have a great turnout from the public. In fact, not through the adopt-a-thon because I couldn't wait till May, but in March, my husband and I adopted a adorable little beagle, 2-year-old beagle from the pound.
I believe I've seen Sporty gracing your Facebook page on a pretty regular basis there. Now, what's the advantage of the adopt-a-thon? Don't we give discounts to people if they come out during those special periods and adopt animals?
We do, and also there are door prizes from the vendors that donate, sponsors, and it also gives them an opportunity to visit the shelter and see all the animals that are available for adoption. They do get discount rates. Normally our rates are $110, and on the special adopt-a-thon days, they're $80. And they all have their shots, they're spayed or neutered, and they're also microchipped.
You know, it's amazing what a convenience factor if you want to adopt an animal, because back in, I say the old days, just a few years ago, if you adopted an animal, you had to agree to get it spayed or neutered and line up something with your vet and get that all taken care of. So now when you roll out of there, your pet's ready to go home.
They're
so that's a
all
pretty good
taken
situation.
care of, and at a reduced cost.
Yeah, that's great. Well, that's not it. It's not just dogs and cats and stuff like that. I live up near Wade Green Road at I-75, and I understand State DOT's made a pretty big announcement recently.
Yes, we're getting a Diverging Diamond interchange at Wade Green and 75, and it'll really help with the traffic there. You know, we just opened the Big Shanty connector this year, and that's helped a lot with the traffic on Barrett Parkway and Chastain and in between with KSU and all the commercial and town center area. So with the Wade Green, the Diverging Diamond interchange at Wade Green and 75, that will help a lot with the traffic up there in the Kennesaw and Ackworth area. So that's supposed to be approved this summer and completed by the end of 2014.
Good. Well, it's a much-needed improvement. You know, it's interesting with the Diverging Diamond, when they did the first one, State DOT did it 285 down near Perimeter Mall, and there's a lot of confusion. How is this going to work? Is it going to make a difference? And my wife had a chance to go through it just a few weeks ago and said it was outstanding. The same wait that took her 20 minutes took her 2 minutes to get on the interstate.
Exactly. It is a great improvement. There's also a link to a video on DOT's website.
Okay, good.
And you'll probably upload it on mine, too.
Absolutely, yep.
Soon to show you how it operates and how it works. And it's really going to be a great improvement for the heavy traffic up in that area.
That's great. Now, when we go a little further east in the county, we got Mabry Park. I know they had an event there just a few weeks ago getting a lot of folks out. What's the status on this park?
Well, the status on the park is we're still hoping for a road.
So you need a road to get into the property?
We need a road to access the property. It's gorgeous, 26.5-acre rolling hills of green space. And it was part of the Parks Bond Initiative that when the county purchased the property back in 2008, and the Friends Group was formed in 2009. So we've had a preview day to invite the public out. Every November we have our annual preview day to show off the park and how beautiful the land is. And we're hoping to attract donations and volunteers and get people engaged in Mabry Park so that it can become a reality in the near future.
So the land's bought and paid for. It's just that access road, and once you get that in, how much do you think that road's going to cost to build?
$750,000.
Wow, is it 9.5 miles long or something?
No.
It's just expensive to build.
It's a little over a half a mile long.
Gotcha, okay.
And we do have an easement to go over one of the Mabry siblings' property to access our portion, our parcel.
Okay.
And it's just going to be very expensive. It's very, you know, a lot of the topography, there's slopes and hills and
plus, you got to make it right, because if not, you'll be out there
We
fixing
do.
it again pretty
We
soon.
do.
Now, so access to Mabry Park is pretty restricted right now. I assume if somebody wants to get out there, it's got to be on a special event or when they have like an open event like they did recently.
Right. Okay. And our Parks and Rec department, thanks to Eddie Cannon and his fine staff, coordinate everything with the preview days.
Good.
And accessing the public into the park. We have shuttles that carry them from the church parking lot over to the park, and they just shuttle back and forth all day. And the Friends group has volunteers, and public safety has helped us with the fire truck display for kids to, while they're waiting to get shuttled over, they can come and do a touch a truck type event on the fire truck. And we also have Diesel, our number one canine.
Number one canine, okay.
Doing demonstrations too for the public. So
That must have been a great event.
it really is. And we had a great turnout. And you can also go online, make a donation, or sign up to volunteer for any of our fundraisers or events going on in the community. And it's www.mabrypark.org.
Simple enough. Now, when you got into office, you hit the ground running with your Keep It in Cobb initiative. We've talked about this before. Tell us a little bit about the program, where you guys are at now.
Well, we have over 300 likes on Facebook.
Well, you're growing.
And we're still, we do have an active website as well, and our Facebook page. And we just want the community involved. We want people to think local when they go to make purchases or do their shopping, stay in Cobb, support local, small local Cobb businesses, and keep it in Cobb. Part of the program that we've also done the last couple years is have conduct our How to Do Business with Cobb seminars, and that we do those in conjunction with our purchasing division. And of course, communications has been gracious enough to have those recorded and all for us and on our website. So we had 2 last year, and we plan to have more next year. Okay. But it gives businesses an opportunity to network with staff in different departments that can make purchases under $2,000 without having to go out to bid, and put a name with the face, and you know, the county to do our part to try to keep it local. And then also another, I guess, segment of Keep It in Cobb with our purchasing division was we revised the purchasing ordinance last year to incorporate a clause for local vendor preference.
Okay, good.
So now when RFPs go out from the county departments, there's a clause in the RFPs that if you're a business located in Cobb or headquartered in Cobb and you meet all the qualifications, you get additional points for being in Cobb. And sometimes that helps put, you know, that firm or business in the top of the rankings for to get the contract. So,
well, especially their businesses in Cobb County, we want them employing people here, and we certainly should buy from them. That's
it helps our tax base, it helps our revenue, sales tax revenue, and it keeps the businesses employed here in Cobb.
Now, I realize, too, you've been pretty busy going to some ribbon cuttings and special events for some new businesses in Cobb County. Tell us about some of the highlights.
Well, we've got a new Walmart neighborhood market coming on Canton Road. It's under construction now and should be opening by the spring of this year, by April of this year, next year, I'm sorry. And also part of the Canton Road redevelopment project that we have going on, the foundation, the first business that is on the identified list from the staff is under construction as well at the corner of Chance and Blackwell. It's going to be a car wash, renovated car wash that was closed down.
Well, those new ones they're putting in are pretty popular. I see the one up near my house. It's constantly got folks coming through it.
Yeah, this is called the Wash Barn, and they have 2 other locations, one on Veterans Memorial and one up on 41 North Cobb.
Now, Kaiser Permanente did something big in the district too, didn't they?
They did. They built a beautiful health complex over off of Chastain, off in the Town Park area. And it's really a full service, you know, medical building, imaging, outpatient, doctor's offices. It's a beautiful facility, and from what I've heard, it's been quite a success from all around the state, not just Cobb County, but people come from South Georgia up there for appointments and surgeries and everything.
Well, it's good to have it here in Cobb, that's for sure.
It is.
Now, I understand, too, you guys have some subdivision activity going on. You got a little growth going on over there.
We do. We've got 5 brand-new subdivisions under construction right now.
We say that again because we don't get
in
to hear
District
that often.
3.
No, that's
5
fabulous.
brand-new subdivisions under construction.
Maybe we're making the turn now. That's great.
Yeah, it's amazing. And also, 2 of them are close by the new roundabout at Holly Springs and Davis. So that's getting to see a lot of activity up there.
And that's been well received?
Very well received.
Good.
I've gotten a lot of good feedback, and I've been through it too, and especially in the mornings with school traffic, and you know, it's so close to our Mountain View area with the library, the senior center, the Mountain View Elementary, all of that right there near the roundabout. It's really helped alleviate the traffic and keep it flowing through the roundabout.
Oh, that's excellent. That's good progress. Now, I understand something else you wanted to set up. I think you got it going now. Is a group of elected females that get together, and you guys came up with a crafty name, I understand.
We did. That was actually one of my goals at last year's retreat.
Okay.
To form a group of women elected officials in Cobb. And we came up with the name We Rock, WEROC.
Sounds like it's got plenty of attitude.
Women elected representatives of Cobb.
Oh, good, good, good.
And we had our first initial meeting in October, and it was very well attended. We had over 30 women elected officials there from Cobb, and we had a panel of 3 elected officials outside of Cobb to address the group and kind of discuss the challenges they face as being women in elected positions, and just how they handle these challenges and different issues in their careers.
Putting up with folks like us. I understand it.
I didn't say that.
No, I'm just kidding with you. Now, one thing you've done a super job of, and certainly we see it in the communications office because you are our commissioner. You're the one who's responsible for and our liaison back to the board for budgets and policy and things like that, is you're our #1 customer for newsletters. You know, I don't know how many of our viewers get your newsletter, but tell a little bit about why you do it, what do you put in it, and how do they get signed up?
Okay. Well, initially it started as kind of a DOT update newsletter. With the roundabout, the Sprayberry intersection improvements that were being done, and the different activity going on in District 3 with road improvements, I asked you if we could do an update to all my newsletter subscribers on DOT issues to give constituents kind of a heads up on where to expect delays and traffic in the different areas, who was going to be working on weekends, and where we'd have road closures and with these projects going on, and so many. And it started initially as a DOT update, and then we thought, well, as long as we're sending out a newsletter every Friday with updates on the road projects, why don't we include the events going on in District 3, like the Mabry Park preview or the How to Do Business seminars. So that's how it evolved for District 3. And then now all the commissioners are putting out newsletters.
Took off like wildfire.
And giving information to their constituents as well, which is great. It's a great communication tool. And I can't thank you and your staff enough for all the hard work y'all do, and especially every Friday putting out, 5 newsletters for everybody. And it's not always an easy task, but we do appreciate all your hard work.
We're here to serve, and that's what the goal is, to make sure the public's informed. I appreciate you taking the time to come on the program with TV23 and sharing with your constituents and the rest of Cobb County what's happening here. Anything else you'd like to add before we go?
Just like to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving and a Merry Christmas coming up. And my email is joann.birrell, B-I-R-R-E-L-L, @cobbcounty.org. And if you haven't signed up for my newsletter, please go to my webpage, cobbcounty.org/Birrell, and be sure you get my newsletters every Friday. Thank you.
Great. Thanks again, Commissioner.
Thank you.
Tiffany, back to you.